Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John back with another video, and today we're going to be doing Be Praised by Maverick City Music. I know it's been a while since I've did one of these videos, and I'm going to have a few more coming out after this one, so stay tuned for those. This song is in the key of D flat, so make sure you know your D flat major scale. Okay, and make sure you also know your chords in the key of D flat. Right? Let's go on ahead and jump right into it. This song is really simple, but I think there are some different chord voicings and stuff that I can show you in this video that'll help you guys sound like a pro. So in this very beginning, they're doing a 2, 1, 6, 5. Okay? Start on the 2, 1, 6, 5. Okay, so what they're doing there is on the 2 chord, we just have a minor 7 chord. Now, if you're not familiar with your 7 chords and things of that nature, an easy way for you to get this voicing on any chord is I'm playing the 2, okay? Then I'm playing a 4 in root position in my right hand. That gives me that minor 7 sound, okay? When we go down to the 1, we're going in root position, okay? When we go to the 6 chord, we're actually doing a second inversion 1 chord with a 6 in our bass. So here's 6, and then I have a second inversion 1. And for those of you that need a refresher on inversion, so this is root position, 1 chord, D flat. First inversion would be me taking this D flat and moving it up an octave. Second inversion would be me taking this and moving it up here. Okay, so that's second inversion. All right. So second inversion 1 chord with a 6 in the bass. And then when we go to the 5, we're just doing a sus4, okay? And sus4 is when you take a root position chord and you take the 3rd and move it up to the 4th, okay? And in my right hand, all I'm doing is just doing a 1-5 to kind of fill it in a little bit. 1-5 of A flat in this case, so 1, okay? So that whole intro, including the verse, is just going to be very simple with those chords. One thing that I'm doing also here sometimes is that I'll thumb this note in the middle here. This is what we would call a 9th. Okay, so if I'm playing the 4 chord and I play this note in the middle, I get a 9th and add 9. Okay, that's a really easy way for you to just kind of fill up the sound and really make it sound rich. Okay, let's keep going. You do all things well. Okay, here's pre-chorus. You do all things well. Okay, so on this part, what they're doing is they're doing a 4-3-5. Okay, so 4 chord, and we're going to keep that same voicing that we did for our 2 chord, right? So we're just doing a 4 chord in this case with a 4 in the bass, and we got that 9th in there, right? When we move down to the 3, what we're going to do is use our second inversion 1 chord with our 3 in the bass. So second inversion 1 chord with a 3 in the bass. Okay, second inversion 1 chord is going to be your best friend in this song. They use it, well, I think that they use it a lot. From what I can hear, that's the inversion that's being used. And then you're going to go to that sus4-5 chord again. Okay, so really simple. A lot of these voicings are going to be similar throughout the song. And they do that twice. Okay, going into the chorus. To the chorus. Okay, and they actually ended on the 2 there. I ended on the 1. But for that chorus, so what they're doing is they're doing a 4, 6-5, Okay, when they repeat the chorus, they use a 3 as a leading tone to go back to the 4. They didn't do it this time, but I'll show it to you anyway. So 4, 6, 5, 3 to the 4. Okay, so again, the 4 chord is using that same basic voicing of that add 9. The 6 chord, second inversion 1 over our 6 chord. And then we're doing our 5 sus4 chord. Okay, and then that same 3 chord that we used before with second inversion 1 with a 3 in the bass to move back up to the 4. Okay, so really look at how these chords are working together. Okay, now if you want to get the timing of this and your rhythm's not quite right and you're trying to figure out what the timing is, chord 6 and chord 3 are all happening on beat 4. Okay, so we have 4 beats per measure. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you're finding yourself not able to find that rhythm. Chords 6 and 3 happen on beat 4. Okay, and then when they end that phrasing, they just do a simple 4 to the 5, and then they go back to that intro on 2. Okay, so let's listen to that. Now we go to the 1. Okay, so what they're doing there is that they're just vamping on the 1, okay? And they're going from a 1 to a sus4 1 chord, and they're just going back and forth, okay? Before I get to what the piano player is doing with his right hand on that, I wanted to jump back to that verse part that we were playing. On that 5 chord, what he's doing there in the beginning to make it sound a little bit warmer is that he's actually playing this chord here, okay? Now here's what the difference is. Rather than playing a sus4, which just is a 1, 4, 5, what I'm doing is that I'm taking the 5 and I'm moving it down here to this C, okay? And that's that voicing that he's playing there. It sounds really warm. You can interchange playing this chord with this chord, but just know how they sound so that way you know appropriately where to place them, okay? So I'll play it again, but with that chord. Okay, so as you can see, this chord leads me to want to repeat everything else again. Whereas this chord means we're done. Kind of sounds, has a finality to it. if you could say that. Okay, so those are the two situations where I would use that chord. Back to this little tag part that they're doing here. What the keyboard player is doing is that he's doing a little riff in his right hand. He's doing a 3-4-1 essentially. Okay, 3-4-3-1, 3-4-3-1. That's the pattern. Okay, and here's the speed. Okay, let's take a look. See, he's playing chords with left hand. But they're just vamping on the 1. And I think they go to the 2 here. Yep. Then we're gonna go to the 6. And then to the 5. To the chorus. 4, 6, 5. 3, 4. Just as a little aside, all this extra stuff that I'm doing is just within the key of D flat, and the little riffs and stuff that I'm doing are just playing the chords. So this little riff that I just did now, I think it was this. I'm sorry. Okay, that little riff, I'll show that to you guys real quick. So I'm just taking this regular voicing of a D flat sus4, right? And the only thing that I'm doing is just running it down the keyboard, okay? And instead of doing this, I'm actually ending it on the 3. Okay? So that's something that you guys can just take, and this is just a good example of applying things that I already know. So I already know how to play this sus4 chord. What can I do to do something flavorful, right? Okay, you just run it down like as if it's a scale, but I'm not thinking of this as individual notes. I'm thinking of this as just that chord, right? So I'm memorizing the shape of the chord. I could care less about the notes. The shape is what I'm concerned with, because when I'm moving, I'm just thinking about that, okay? Okay, so that's a little lick for you guys. I will play it when we go to the actual, because that's where it ends on that 1. Then go to the 2, 6. Are they gonna go to the 5? Yep. Then they go back to the 1. You're still on the 1. Just vamping on the 1. To the 2, 6, to the 5. Be praised on the 4. 6, 5. 3, 4. 4, 5, to the 1. And that is Be Praised by Maverick City Music. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions in regards to some of the things that I played, if you have any questions on the chord progressions that were going on, let me know down in the comment section down below. If you would like me to actually record just a MIDI file and an audio file of just the keyboard so that way you can listen to it or use it as a track, let me know down in the comment section. I've been getting emails recently about some tracks and things of that nature of just the piano parts to these songs. So if that's something you guys will be interested in, let me know down in the comment section down below, and I'll see if that's something that I can start doing for these song tutorials, as there's going to be a lot more of these coming out very, very soon. I kind of got some catching up to do with Maverick City Music. But otherwise, like the video, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Until the next video, you guys have a good one.